Guys, we are all Nigerians, right?
Yeah.
Are we happy Nigerians? Nigerian. How do you feel towards Nigeria as a youth? How do you feel towards Nigeria as a youth? As like from a youthful perspective, you know you're happy Nigeria.
I'm not a happy Nigerian, but I'm a proud Nigerian.
I don't think I'm happy. I feel very sorry for Nigerians.
Okay, you're not in Nigeria.
I'm a Nigerian, but I feel very sorry for my fellow Nigerians.
Right? I thought we were doing well. We're the giant of Africa.
Yeah, the giant of Africa in some aspects, I think.
The giant comes from the population only, I believe.
Not the intellect or the skills or the values.
Not the development.
Not the just say in the present situation, like I don't know, indulge me, like what's really the problem of Nigeria as a whole?
We have so many problems in Nigeria, like a lot of problems, insecurity.
People believe that there is a jihad movement in Nigeria and there is Christian persecution.
I don't think there's a Christian persecution in Nigeria.
How?
I have family in the north.
I don't think it's really Christian. It's like, I think it's for me. It's like, I think the problem of Nigeria is tribalism first of all.
And the problem started from the colonization. You cannot bring a group of people that share different beliefs. Before we came together as Nigeria, they knew that the north was Muslim. They also knew that the east was Christian. And these two people are not people that are sharing the same beliefs. You say it, Tinubu.
They're pushing Tinubu to be the next president. You guys are not seeing the thing.
I don't think it's possible for him to hand over to Tinubu. The presidency is not a king. It's not a kingship. You cannot pass it to your son now. This is Nigeria. You don't think that the presidency will come from the east or again from the north?
I know. I still okay. Some people might drag me for this, but I don't feel that the president of Nigeria.
Why? Let us know that you give us reasons. What do you think about Atiku? Do you think Atiku will run again?
Atiku is going to invest in the country. You see, I know he will run again.
He's going to run.
I think Tinubu will go again. And I think Tinubu
will go.
Atiku, Obi, Kwankwaso, these are four people I have in mind. And based on Nigeria's system of power incumbency, you understand what I mean? Incumbent power, sitting government. So I'm rooting for Tinubu, and he's likely to go for a second term.
Do you feel like Nigeria is coming in Nigeria?
I don't think.
Don't be scared though.
I don't think
Nobody's coming for you. No. And there is a video of someone who used to be a sniper for the military. Where he said in an interview that they tried to kill him because he was killing so many members. That he was killing too many of them, and then his comrades shot him. Like they were like, "You killed too much," and it was like he had to resign.
When his comrades shot him, he survived.
He survived it, but then he had to resign. They claimed it was friendly fire, but he said he swore that it was not friendly fire. And then why do you think the government of Nigeria is not complicit and the military is not compromised? When bandits, people who literally kill people, right, are being integrated into the military.
Are you saying that you don't want the US to come?
I'm not saying. I am addressing. I don't think.
So do you want the US to come?
I don't mind. I understand that the major solution Nigeria needs is restructuring. Let every part of the country. How will I say? Let them manage their resources, because that is the problem. If you buy a stock, I can borrow money equal to the stock I have. And it's legal. But Nigeria now is we borrow from the future. We borrow from the dividend of what our stock will provide, as in the profits that you provide in how many years. Give it to us now. We want to solve the problem now. A president will come now and borrow for you to pay when he's not even there. You know that Buhari borrowed debt that Tinubu is still paying today. We borrow from the future.
And Tinubu is still borrowing now.
I don't think you understand that. If you make 800,000, government is telling you give me. Government did not give you the money.
25%. That is around 250k.
No, Nigerians are too relaxed. The same way we are too relaxed about it. So
I'm not relaxed. I'm not relaxed. I'm not relaxed. I'm hoping I'm not paying it, because I don't think it's wise.
I don't. Why would you ask me? You didn't give me any more.
See, if I am very, very okay to go to USA and pay 30% tax instead of paying 10% in Nigeria. I'm very, very okay. I'm free. I will tell them take 31.
I swear. Okay, what's up, guys? My name is Max Celebrity, and welcome back to the Gatot Podcast. I'm your host, Max Celebrity, and I have some very, very wonderful guests with us. And yeah, it's been long, we've been live, but today we're back. So I want us to give us your name. I want you guys to give me your name, where you're from, relationship status, highest education level completed. Starting from you, my chief. You seem happy to be here.
Well, I'm Chidera DK by name. I'm still another graduate in 500 level photo. And my relationship status, okay, I'm taking. I'm taking.
Okay. What you do for a living? I'm
an undergraduate. I'm still a school, so
yes. My chief.
My name is Kenneth DK. I'm from Imo State. My name is Kenneth DK. I'm from Imo State. I'm a trader. That's what I do for you.
A forest trader.
Have you a drug?
a physical trader. Yes.
It's okay. So, what's the relationship status?
I'm single.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So, all these people watching.
He's single and searching.
Single and searching.
He wants to love.
Okay. My chief.
My name is DK Ikechukwu Francis.
DK.
Yes. Three of us are brothers.
Who and who?
Him and me.
Okay.
I'm a graduate of Federal Polytechnic, Pekede.
Okay.
I'm unemployed now.
Okay.
I'm single.
I'm saying that. Okay, not searching.
Not searching.
Not searching.
Sorry, you're from where? Where you
Imo State. Yeah.
from? State.
I'm from Imo State.
My brothers.
Okay. My chief.
My name is Bishop Chinemeze.
Okay.
I'm from Anambra State.
Okay.
I'm a graduate of Federal University of Technology. So I'm into business.
Business.
Yeah.
Are you your relationship status?
It's complicated for now.
Okay, understandable. So guys, we are all Nigerians, right?
Yeah.
Are we happy Nigerians?
Not, I don't know.
You know you're happy Nigerians.
I'm not a happy Nigerian, but I'm a proud Nigerian.
This statement. Can you amplify that?
I'm a proud Nigerian in the sense that I'm still hoping. I'm still hoping that the country will get better. That the leaders, the future leaders will take it upon themselves to lead in the right direction, because the present ones
I failed Nigerians. How do you feel towards Nigeria as a youth? How do you feel towards Nigeria as a youth? As like from a youthful perspective. How do you feel towards Nigeria?
For me, I don't think I'm happy.
I feel very sorry for Nigerians.
that's the Nigerian.
Okay, you're not in Nigeria.
I'm a Nigerian, but I feel very sorry for my fellow Nigerians.
Right? I thought we were doing well. We're the giant of Africa.
We are the giant of Africa in some aspects, I think.
The giant comes from the population only, I believe.
Not the intellect or the skills or the values.
Not the development.
Not the development at all.
So we are backwards now.
We're backward actually.
How do you feel towards Nigeria?
No, I'm not happy being.
Why is everybody not happy? Like,
Man, like the government has like messed us up, I'm not happy being in Nigeria.
most people
honestly.
don't have
And I
jobs.
don't believe that Nigeria will be better.
So there is no hope for
I
Nigeria.
don't think.
Well,
I
I'm
think
hopeful.
with the present situation, like of what's going on in this country, I don't think that there is any hope.
Just say the present situation, like I don't know, indulge me, like what's really the problem of Nigeria as a whole?
We have so many problems in Nigeria, like a lot of problems, insecurity.
Okay, so let's talk about that
Insecurity.
People believe that there is a jihad movement in Nigeria, and there is Christian persecution, which so many people, in fact, the whole thing have divided everyone. Like, these people are actually supporting the whole jihad stuff because they are Muslims. They know that these jihad people are killing people, right? And they're even killing their fellow Yoruba sisters and brothers. But at the end of the day, they're Muslims. I cannot criticize the Muslim because I'm a Muslim, right? That's why I say...
You're Muslim?
No, I mean, they do not criticize the whole jihad movement from these Fulani guys because they are Muslims. And so many states that were once Yoruba states like listen, I've forgotten that state. They are now majorly Muslim states. You know, what's the name of this guy that they locked up? What's his name?
Nnamdi
Kanu won about this since 2015. That the Fulani guys, these guys are clapping to us. They will come over and they will indulge in your lands, and that's what's happening, because we also saw what happened in 2021 and 2022 when they entered the church in Osun State and they massacred people in the church.
Please, can I say something?
Yeah.
You know, I'm coming from a place of Nigeria's underdevelopment. I believe that if we are to question the reason for our underdevelopment, why we are not able to move forward, you know, it's over 50 something years now we've gained independence from Britain.
Yeah.
So I believe that the core problem there is that the tribalism is something that is how will I say it's a rot in the skin of the country. Because what am I saying? When a Yoruba man is in power, the Yoruba man his focus is called Yoruba people. He knows that you are not a Yoruba man in the sense that how will I say it? Mm-hmm. That's why I see tribalism coming in, because I see that religion is can only second to tribal.
Religion is second.
Second.
To me. You
Second to
understand?
tribalism.
Yes.
I think the problem of Nigeria is tribalism first for religion.
And the problem started from the colonization. You cannot bring a group of people that share different beliefs. Before we came together as Nigeria, they knew that the North was Muslim. They also knew that the East was Christian. And these two people are not people that are sharing the same belief.
This person's wife had his drunk wife, Lord Lugard, in 1914.
Yes,
I don't know what she was on.
So you now see Britain that is bringing two of us, bringing there's
Bring it for there.
Britain that is what they call it amalgamation, or have their what's the word amalgamation.
Amalgamation.
So a country that is coming from a foreign country that is coming to amalgamate a people that you don't know anything about.
Yeah.
I think that is the core problem, because these people, I believe you as an Igbo man, you know that we share very different belief from Hausa people.
Yeah.
You can tell an African Hausa man in a crowd of full of Igbo people.
Because of their tribal master.
Because they are not the same. You can smell him in the crowd.
We are not the same.
The tribalism is something. I saw it in 2023, right?
Ah.
In fact, our president, what's his name? The president guy ruling us.
Our president.
He's not doing well.
It's not doing well at all.
But you
It's
go
not doing
online.
well.
You see Yoruba people still praising this guy
You look at their reasons. What reasons are they praising him for?
because he's Yoruba. That's
It's not
what.
because he's Yoruba.
Because he's what?
There are things he's doing. That is why I'm relating to tribalism. He may be doing things for Yoruba people.
Yeah.
Push this man.
You understand?
Drag it.
Tinubu may be doing things for Yoruba people. And during elections, which people gave P2B votes? Igbo people. Well, our election now only goes
He
by
won Lagos
our
now
people.
by a landslide now, but they rigged him.
Yes, he won Lagos because I believe our people are so plenty in Lagos.
The reason why I believe religion is before tribalism is because we saw it in 2023. The Muslim ticket was the reason why Tinubu is in power, because at the end of the day, I'm Muslim, my vice is Muslim, and they were able to get the North because the North have numbers.
Yeah.
Right? But these two things are one of the two biggest, you see, religion and tribalism are the two biggest things
The
keeping
core problems
Of Nigeria.
that we should face in Nigeria.
So, if there is actually indeed a Christian persecution happening, why are most news media in Nigeria not reporting about it?
Well, I don't think there's a Christian persecution in Nigeria.
How?
Like, I
I have
it's-
family in the
it's
north.
like-
Josh,
I don't think it's only
Thank you,
Christians. Like, I think it's mixed. Like,
there is no
everybody-
Christian persecution.
I think everybody's going through the same thing. I don't think that.
I don't actually think it's Christians persecution.
You understand?
How?
Maybe I think it's this Fulani, this insecurity. They are trying to get something. That is why they are killing people.
In all the states in Nigeria, we are under terrorist attack.
Yes, see, if I'm to address it, I believe hardship. The more things get harder, the more crime gets increased. It's not
It's not
something.
about crime. It's not about crime.
Wait, let me.
Okay, let me allow you to lie.
I believe this is something that have been tested in many places around the world. You understand? Crime and hardship and crime goes hand in hand. You cannot be telling me, you cannot believe it, I cannot be in a place, there's no work, there's no food, and what do you expect me to do? You understand? The idle man is a devil's workshop, actually.
Yeah.
We learn it every day, we learn it in different places, both the Muslim and both the Christian. This is something we agree. We come together to agree.
These guys have been there before now. Why did they start acting now?
The Fulanis.
Yeah.
If you are in Nigeria, you should understand that the present state of Nigeria is as I would say from Buhari to Tinubu is from frying pan to fire. I believe everybody can agree.
I feel like everything is happening because of 2027.
2027.
What about 2027?
Why?
2027 is
The next
Nigerian
election.
election, and Tinubu's place in power is being threatened. I don't think he's going to win 2027.
How do you think?
That's why they're pushing his son.
Why you say so?
You say
I
Tinubu.
don't think.
They're pushing Tinubu to be the next president. You guys are not seeing the things about now.
I don't think it's possible for him to hand over to
I see
Tinubu.
I'm pushing him to governor, not presidency.
Yes, thank you.
Is it possible?
It's not possible for it. It's not.
Not
The
possible.
presidency is not a king. It's not a kingship.
It's not a kingship.
You cannot pass it to your son now. This is Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
It's
Is that
not
you're
done
saying
in
this is
Nigeria.
Nigeria? That's why I'm telling you that this is Nigeria.
Yes, that's
Somebody
what
came and said, it's my turn, no, it's my turn, and he's the president today.
As a campaign, but you know, anything is possible in Nigeria.
This is Nigeria, but I believe that there are a number of things that cannot happen in Nigeria.
Like
this
what?
being one of them. I don't see the possibility of him
I
handing
don't
over to
think
his
it's
son.
not possible.
No, not that he's handing over. His son will run in 2027.
I don't think
For
so.
presidency.
So
No
I don't
presidency,
think so. I
and
think
he
it's
will
for
back his son.
governorship.
I think it's for governorship. I agree with you.
Governorship of Lagos.
Governorship of Lagos State. I buy it. I buy it to what he's saying.
So for me, personally, I think there's a war upon us. A religious war.
But actually, if I'm to say, what do you think? Do you think that the presidency will come from the east or again from the north?
I know, I say, okay, some people might drag me for this, but I don't feel that Itobi is equipped to be the president of Nigeria.
Why? Let us not drag you. Give us
Because he's
reasons.
too soft.
It's too soft, yeah.
He see, 2023, I'm still holding a grudge against that man. 2023, the youths were in the streets in a large number. That's the youths, the number of youths that were on the streets is what is needed for a revolution to happen. We were at the brink of revolution. This man literally told us, go back home, I will go to court. Now, I was like, wait though, you want to go, these people told you to come to court and you're saying I will go to court. These people have been in power since 1999, right? There is no way they're going to hand you that freedom freely. Freedom is not something you beg for. Freedom is something you fight for.
We take
And it comes with bloodshed. 2023 he won, we know it was rigged, and we were out in the streets. Because 2023 was Nigerians saying,
You know it was rigged.
you killed us 2020 through the Lekki massacre, and then we're out. It's now or never. People came out to vote. You saw what happened during the day. People that don't even like to vote people came out in large numbers to vote. They didn't mind being harassed by thugs, but they were ready to die for the fact that that was the last hope of Nigeria, guy. I don't think you know what happened after 2023, because when 2023 happened and this nigga told us to go back home, right? And we saw that he did not have in court because the court, I cannot trust the court. This is Nigeria, right? I knew this thing would happen. Now, you're telling me this same person is coming 2027 again. What is his resolve? He's still trying to relate peacefully with these people. These people don't want you ever to change the country. They benefit from the corruption of the country, from the inflation of the country.
Monopoly.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't negotiate with these people. Like, okay, there's something I heard one day that this guy, a true leader, is someone that is ready to die for the country. Ask yourself, is Itobi willing to die for Nigeria? Because everything starts from leadership. If someone like that, if he's willing to die for us, I think there's something that is a spark it will leave. Because 2020, when this NSAS happened and so many people were killed, it ignited a spark. People don't understand.
See, I don't think there's any person that is ready to die for Nigeria.
People died in 2020, NSAS, knowing the threat that was ahead.
Yes.
People still came out, and it created a spark that led to 2023 mass general election, where Nigerians in millions came out to vote for the first time. And that guy, he told us to go back home.
Can I say something? See, I don't think there's anybody that is ready to die for Nigeria. I don't think we're supposed to expect anybody to die for Nigeria. It's his life. P2B is his life. We shouldn't, because we're Nigerians, we expect this and that from him, which will kill himself for it.
I just said something.
Void.
Freedom doesn't come freely. Freedom comes
With
at the cost
bloodshed.
of bloodshed.
It's optional now. You cannot tell the obey to
Not
yourself.
everybody is ready to die.
It's optional. You
That's
understand?
what I'm saying. That's why I said he's not going to win in 2027.
No, don't say for him to win. The ball is in our court. That is a democratic country.
No,
right?
the ball is not. We are not in a democratic country, my brother. Because if we are in a democratic country, Tinubu will not be the president.
We don't know. You understand? He rig. You are assuming. You understand? It's an assumption.
Yeah.
Although we Nigerians, I believe that.
But now we will tell ourselves the truth. That's the worst part.
It's still a belief till you confirm. Everything is still an assumption till you confirm.
There were so many
understand?
court documents, evidences that the 2023 election was rigged.
And it
People
was-
came from, they sent international bodies, electoral international bodies in Nigeria, and they went back with a report that what happened in 2023 was not an election. Was not an election.
INEC.
Not INEC. I said they sent people to survey the whole thing that happened in Nigeria, the 2023 election. They went back with the report that 2023 Nigerian general election was not
Which
an
people
election.
were those?
I've forgotten anything, but I'll get the survey on that. But that's just to show you, and we saw evidences of people being thugs snatching
The ballot box.
ballot boxes.
Yeah.
We saw this same tribalistic thing you're seeing. We saw thugs beating up people who came to vote, who identified as Igbos people who came to vote in Lagos. They even did this what do you call it? That festival where no one comes out in Lagos. You
Which
understand?
festival?
That is the name of the festival where I don't know what they did, but they did a lot of things to like this to hinder people from coming out to vote.
Yeah.
People who were not Yorubas.
Yeah.
We saw that tribalistic thing, and there's no way you cannot tell me. I'm not scared to say it.
So I want to ask a question. So during 2027, which I want you to can you list possible runners? Possible.
And we need someone fearless.
Someone like who?
Yeah, list possible.
One
people.
call that Hollywood guy, the guy that did like his art movie. What's his name? Kenneth. One call. Have you seen that guy? Okonkwo. Yeah, Kenneth Okonkwo. That guy is. He came out very bold about everything.
You
Like
say we need him here.
For presidency.
so president.
How do you think? Who is this? I don't even know him. Oh.
You know if you see
Let me
him.
remember his name.
See, let us not.
Kenneth. I've told you who I believe
Yes.
that can lead us.
Not you who
And
you believe.
we need someone brave.
See,
and
I said
bold.
not. That was not my question. I understand the question. I said potential was if you are asked to place a bet to win at the end of 2027. If your candidate is the person that comes out the winner, list potential. Okay, let me give you three options.
Give me three.
I'm asking you list three potential people that I think that can run.
Mention and
Just mention three people. You said Kenneth to
Okay.
Okonkwo.
Kenneth, P2B's vice man that ran with him. What's his name? The guy that owns Base University. The person that ran with him now in 2023. What's his
The
name?
name.
Start from B, Bashir something, I don't know. And I don't know, if my side controversial.
What do you think about Atiku?
VDM.
Atiku.
What do you think about Atiku? Do you think Atiku will run again?
Atiku is going to embezzle the country.
No, what do you think he's going to run again?
You see, I know he will run
He's
again.
going to run again.
But if he runs again and he wins, since he has lost how many elections, 5 or 6 elections.
Let me list my own three. I think Tinubu will go again, and I said
Tinubu will go.
Atiku, P2B, Kwankwaso. These are four people I have in mind. And so out of these four people, I am thinking if Tinubu, I believe based on Nigeria's system of power of incumbency, you understand what I mean? Incumbent power of sitting government. So I'm rooting for Tinubu, and he's likely to go for a second tenure. Or if it's not Tinubu, then
You're going to vote for him, or
I don't want to vote for him, but yes, if I'm to bet, I am placing my bet there because I understand that he's likely to go for a second. Yeah. But if Tinubu is not going, that I'm rooting for P2B. I think that if Tinubu is not to rule, then there's no other person. Is it Atiku that will go instead of Obi? No. Obi will win Atiku in a landslide in Nigeria because even if you rig that one, it's too easy.
Who would you want to rule Nigeria?
I believe that the power should shift.
Yeah, the
Power should shift. It's only fair that the power should shift to the east. It's only fair. The last time the power has been in the east, so it was good luck, and that is not pure east, south.
It's bias,
But the north does not see it that way. The north sees it as the east. You understand? Even the north, I believe if we go to the north, they have northeast, they have northwest.
You know why he's
but we
never
see it
going
as
to
north.
rule? You know why he's never going to rule?
Why?
Because he's not Muslim.
Because he's not Muslim.
Is it Tony?
No, you cannot say that. Good luck was not Muslim.
And they swore that kind of thing will never happen. And it never
Who
happened.
saw? No, good luck saw. You
I don't
cannot.
think this guy knows who controls Nigeria. The people, the cabals of Nigeria. You know, did you see that interview where he said, you know, they told him how during his reign as the presidency, they were literally destroying. In fact, the whole Chibok something
Yes.
was made to destroy his administration. That interview came out.
The not try to shatter his
he put a pause on this whole jihad stuff movement.
I believe
He worked with the US
government.
and they were literally neutralizing jihadists in Nigeria. Back then, the military they were told to kill terrorists. But now, presently, from video evidences we've seen of people complaining that the military is compromised, they don't kill terrorists. And that's why I'm telling you that this leads me back to my next question. Yeah, this leads to the next question. Do you feel like the government of Nigeria is complicit
With the whole thing going on.
Fulani stuff? Jihad movement. So let me ask, do you feel like the Nigeria is complicit, the government of Nigeria?
I don't think.
Don't be scared though.
I don't think
Nobody's
so.
coming for you.
No, I understand, but I don't think so.
Why don't you think so?
I don't have a reason, Sean.
I think so. I believe that they have it under their power to eliminate this if they want to. Because you cannot have a whole
Sani Abacha said, if terrorism lasts more than 24 hours, know that the government has a hand in it.
Thank you. It's true. I've heard that.
Do you know the weapons that we have, the government of Nigeria have?
I know.
That the military
They
has?
have fighter jets. You understand? So these
Drone
are things
warfare.
that
So how can you tell me that? Okay, see, you know how crazy this is? That sometimes on TikTok, you could literally stay in a room, make a video, criticizing the government of Nigeria, and they will find you. But yet, jihads who are kidnapping people, collecting ransom, are online, making videos, TikTok, and they have not found them.
Imagine. Even presently, there is a news trending online. They pushed two masquerades in Akwa Ibom to court. And they are going to seriously. It's not. I thought it's a comedy thing. I saw it. I read the news and everything. They're actually going to sue them to court and find. There's a judge sitting on the case and everything. Look at how funny Nigeria is getting. Masquerade that is meant for entertainment. You are suing to court when there are a lot of things. You understand? There are a lot of things that are supposed to be.
Also, there's something that happened. VDM went to Benue State. I think we all watched the video where he videoed what happened, and he videoed children who were burnt alive and everything. And then VDM said in his own words that he was warned to stop talking about these things. And then the place he went, he said that the people he interviewed said that they called the military. They warned the military that there was going to be an attack, and the military ignored them. And I think it's Nnamdi Kanu that said it one time that when jihad wants to strike, the military does a sweep around in that community. Like they go around trying to check if anybody has an arm. Allegedly, or this is alleged, check if they have an arm or something like that. And then when they go, jihad strikes. And there is a video of someone who used to be a sniper for the military. I'll get the video where he said in an interview that they tried to kill him because he was killing so many Boko Haram members. I don't know if you guys have seen that video.
No.
Okay, he was a sniper, very good. He's very good. That's really how bad. That he was killing too many of them, and then his comrades shot him. And they were like, he killed too much. Like, they were like, you killed too much. And it was like, he had to resign. that why is he being attacked by the same military people who attacked it,
Okay.
killing
When
terrorists?
his comrade shot him, he survived.
He survived it, but then he had to resign. They claimed it was friendly fire, but he said he swore that it was not friendly fire. They tried to take his
You
life.
won't kill me. Tell me, say
And then, why do you think the government of Nigeria is not complicit and the military is not compromised? When bandits, people who literally kill people, right, are being integrated into the military. We saw the video of what happened of the general
General that they killed.
that they killed.
Brigadier General.
He sent his location to the military, and in less than 2 to 3 hours, bandits found that location he was in.
Wow.
So, try to connect the dots.
Basically, they have an insider in the military.
The military is compromised. You don't understand. The military is compromised. How do you take people who are hardened criminals and you recruit them into the military, right? And you compromise the safety of those people who are in the military, who are on the field. And, like I said, I will be playing. Nobody wants to say it. I'll say it. There is a jihad movement happening in Nigeria. And there is a secret war that has been waged on in Nigeria. The plan has been since Goodluck regime, which he resisted, to turn Nigeria to fully Islamize this country. This is not fear mongering, it's happening before our eyes. Nnamdi Kanu warned you guys, and he said they will come into your lands, the government will not do anything. Nnamdi Kanu is a new prophet because he told you at the time you come, you people have to buy your own currency, and it happened during the time that we did not have cash, the cashless economy. He said a lot of things that have come to pass. And in one of the messages he said, even before now, I've always known it, right, that there is a full Islamization of Nigeria to fully Islamize this country because Nigeria has money. Yeah. And Nigeria is someone, there's a video I watched, someone who was in the US, he said that Nigeria, jihad, that's all these Al-Qaeda, they are regrouping in Africa, in Nigeria, in West Africa. And these guys need military funding so they come to West Africa. That the president was or is the founder of Boko Haram. There is video evidence, there is videos, there are pictures of these CIA documents are out there of him having dinner, like he sat with these guys, ate with these people. And then, why do you think that Trump of all people, the US president, said that he's going to come into the country gun blazing if the government of Nigeria does not end the Christian genocide? What does Trump know that we don't know? That's the question you should ask Nigerians. Because I feel like Nigerians just want to pretend that we don't know what's going on. We want to go to church and pray for protection. We want to lock our homes. We want to use our we just want to pretend that what is happening is not happening. But there is a full Islamization of Nigeria happening. A full takeover. And everyone is too scared to say it. Because nobody wants to be picked up. But it's just the truth. And deep down, every one of you know it. Because you're seeing them in large numbers. There's a more influence of Muslims into Christian-dominated states, neighborhoods, right? And they're so coordinated. They call them sleeper cells. They're so coordinated. They will come into your community for 5 to 10 years. They're your wheelbarrow guys. They're your bike people. They're the people that sell suya, right? They go around with their cows, mapping out the routes that leads to this route. And they know your lands, they know your ancestral lands more than you. And when they want to attack, they're so coordinated that they attack, move in and move out, and nobody even knows. So once again, I want to ask you, do you believe that there's something happening in Nigeria, there's an Islamic movement happening in Nigeria, and is in God's interests and love towards us that the US is trying to step in? And what do you think, or what do you have to say to those that are saying that the US are just trying to come for our natural resources?
We can never tell, we can never know till it happens. That is the dilemma of the common man.
But which natural resources now we will get, we US no get? You get natural resources.
A lot. We have a lot that don't have.
mention them now.
A lot. For US to even come, there are many US companies in Nigeria. Do you know?
But to me, I think if the US will come and this insecurity will let them come, because we are not even benefiting anything
From the natural resources.
From the natural resources.
So if they will come,
Let them come.
let them come.
I support you.
You understand? They will come and fix this country. Let them come, because
See,
this country is totally insecure. Like, this country is totally insecure that you cannot travel any interstate now. Like, you cannot even go for any night journey
Again.
in this country.
You've even
Okay,
had
what
an
now?
experience.
I had an experience like 2 weeks ago. Like, they almost the bandits almost like overtook the car I was in. You understand? So since then I planned my life like I don't want to go for any night journey. Even if I want to go to any far place, I have to
Go in the early morning.
it's either I go in the morning or I buy my flights.
Ooh,
I book my flight ticket. So now when you talk about it, it's not everybody that has this flight ticket. Now this is December. People are wants to come home. People wants to come visit their loved one. People don't. You cannot. Before now, you can book a flight for your family. Now, like you have to bring out like 1 million plus just to visit. Now people are scared. Nobody. So what? What if you have money to buy ticket? What about others that don't have money to buy ticket? So if US can come in and fix this, like it's better than all. Like, it's better like since we are not even enjoying anything from this country. We have many resources. People are not working. People are graduate. They are not working. People are suffering. And now they say they will implement taxation.
Yeah, I'm coming to that tax.
See,
And now tax.
I want to reply this statement
Okay.
about US coming here. And I believe that for US to come down to Nigeria to take over our security helms of affairs, I believe it's something that will be very hard, or something that is hard or close to impossible to happen. Because Nigeria is
United States we're talking about.
yes. It's the United States, but Nigeria is a sovereign country. You don't just go into a country because you think you understand. Since it's a country, there are arms of government that are in place to take care of problems. That is what is
You are
assumed.
sovereign, yet bandits are holding meeting
Yeah, you understand? It's a
with
problem.
us, trying to negotiate what they want. Are we sovereign?
understand. I'm just trying to address. I believe that for US to come inside there, it will be hard or close. It's hard close impossible because of the sovereignty of Nigeria. You understand?
US can move in two aspects. One, a genocidal crime happening.
Yes.
It's a world power. It doesn't need your permission. Go and ask
Let me reply.
Libya. Go and ask all these countries.
Let me
Afghanistan.
reply.
We are sovereign
It is
countries.
not in the position of US to come into a country when there's news of genocidal happenings or killings. You understand? There are provisions for that. That is where the United Nations Armed Forces come in. You understand? There's provision of they have an armed force in the world from the different countries. Even Nigeria gives out soldiers to United Nations. You understand? Nigerian soldiers go for peacekeeping mission in different countries. With other soldiers, so you understand? There's a group of soldiers that go to that.
Are you saying that you don't want the US to come in?
I'm not saying I am addressing. I don't think.
So do you want the US to come in or not?
I don't mind. Yeah, but I understand that the major solution Nigeria needs is restructuring. Let every part of the country, let them manage their resources, because that is the problem. That is where greed comes in. When a president is eyeing something that does not belong to you. If Igbo people are allowed to rule themselves, and outside people are allowed to rule, then you will see that it will be easier. Restructuring.
That's what
No, Nnamdi Kanu is called.
Nnamdi Kanu is asking for the
He's not asking for
Yoruba
restructuring.
people.
He wants to secede from Nigeria.
That is what actually. You see, I think Nigeria. We need to work how as how US is working. US has a system whereby each state
that is what let me
their resources.
Thank you. That is what.
But Nigeria, everything is going back to the
federal government. Thank you. That's what.
The federal capital will now disband.
Do you think that if tribalism is a serious problem in Nigeria, do you think that the whole US is from one tribe? US is more diverse than Nigeria, but they're able to manage themselves. That is why, because of that restructuring, this concept of restructuring, the US has 51 states and each state manages their resource. and gives a section of his earning to the federal government as tax. You understand? That is how it should be done in a country like this. But Nigeria said no. You understand? That no, it's because of the greed, because of the, if we do it like that, then there's little or none left for government. They said no. Because I believe that if they do it like this, if they allow different sections of the country to manage their resources, this concept of everybody will come down. Our own is our own. We're managing our own. You understand?
I don't think they ever allow it to happen because they will not want us.
I believe that if we are to address Nigeria, that is the next step to solving our problem. Let us restructure the country. You understand? Let us restructure the country. Let us change our form of government. Let us emulate US. We are also a democratic country like US. Let us, because if we collect democracy from you, but we're not going to collect the system in which you practice your democracy, it's stupidity. You are a democratic country, but we will not do it like this. We will do it this way. Why?
I don't think the black man can rule the black man can rule himself.
I don't want to call that stupid, but I believe it is. Why will you say a black man can't rule himself? What is the difference of a black man and a white man? Skin color.
Look at Africa. Africa remains the poorest continent, although we are so rich in resources. And we're actually ruling ourselves, but yet
Africa remains poor because of the way it was structured to be. The white man structured you to remain poor. And the moment you understand the way you understand and restructure yourself in, you understand.
WHO can literally donate $2 billion to each country in Nigeria, country in Africa, and it still remain poor.
Yeah, let me give an example.
So is it the white man?
Well, let me use an example to elaborate. I cannot come to your house and tell you arrange your bed like this. You will sleep better. It is your house. It is your bed. If I can tell you this and leave. Then when I leave now, you can end up seeing that this thing I said is stupid. Yeah, you may not be sleeping well. You arrange your because you are the person living there. You arrange it in the way you sleep best. That is what is happening. White man came and tell you that people should govern like this is good. And it's not good. We have been governing like this for the past 50-something years. Is it good? We're not progressing. Then what is why we continue? It's stupid. It's not wise.
You can't be blaming the white man when you also. I feel like you're.
I am blaming the white man because that is the root of the problem.
The white man, you know, we took democracy upon ourselves when we got free from the independence, right?
Yeah.
The left, although there's some claims that they are still around and they are still at the top echelon of controlling the realm of the countries. But the thing is this, right? What is keeping Nigeria and so many African countries for is bad leadership. We are too corrupt to the core. And some of these people have been in government for too long. Like, see the way this country is now. There's so many cabals you have to go through before you even attempt to come out to run for governorship or presidency. Yeah. Like you might have a good plan towards the country, but I swear you cannot even smell House of Assembly because of the godfatherism in Nigeria. And these people have been there since 1990. See, nobody knew who Tinubu was until 2023.
Tinubu was special advisor to Abacha.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody knew who Jagaban was.
No, I have known Tinubu since 1990.
Nobody knew who Jagaban of Lagos was. Though.
No, I am somebody. I have known Tinubu.
I'm telling you, people did not know who this guy was until I didn't know who this guy was. I just came out and heard Emilio Con, Jagaban of Lagos. Emilio Con.
Tinubu has governed Lagos now. He seems that say Lagos State is Tinubu. Who does not know Tinubu?
Everybody knows.
Okay, now he has become president. Why can't he make like? He said he made Lagos, but then he's the president of Nigeria and still under his own leadership. Nigeria have gone from, like you said, hot pan into fire.
Yes.
So it's not even about. I feel like the problem of African countries, especially Nigeria, is bad leadership. We are still recycling the
bad
old
structure
people.
of leadership. You understand?
Not just the structure. You cannot just leave the structure. And listen. The leaders are the ones that put the structures in place. They're the ones that implement the structure in place. So you cannot just leave the leaders and then blame the structures. It's not possible.
Bro, if we break the structure, the leader will come down. They cannot climb. When the structure is like a ladder. You understand? When we break the structure, the ladder is finished. You can fall. You will fall. When there's no structure, there's no ladder.
Now that brings us to something he said. He mentioned tax. Everyone's opinion on tax. What do you think? Do you think it's unfair?
I believe our opinion should be unanimous.
Unanimous. Let's start from you here.
It's very unfair.
Yeah.
It's very, very unfair. I don't think it's something that we should. I don't think Nigerians should start paying tax for any reason. We don't. Why should we pay tax?
We don't benefit from anything.
Yes. Like what's the
There's no
reason?
free healthcare center.
Nothing at all. There's no benefit. There's if in other countries I believe there is so many benefits.
Healthcare benefits.
Yes.
Are there other African countries that pay tax?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So then it's not wise for Nigeria.
For Nigeria to start
You
paying
cannot
tax.
come to a third world country and be looking for tax.
Tax.
Nigeria is a third world country. Yeah, we're not developed.
But I'm still asking: is that thing going to be possible?
It's possible, like it's working by January. But
It's a process.
It's a
It's
vision.
a process.
it's very.
So I go make money. Person go come.
Person go-
Wait. Let me understand something. These niggas literally took loans, right, from WHO, whatever. They took loans
Bro,
and they cannot pay back the loans, so they're trying
see,
to not tax Nigerians to pay back the loans.
bro, do you know how?
Nigeria pays tax, Nigeria will still not get it.
Bro, do you know how the economic
You
system
understand?
works? You know that these people go to borrow from the future. You understand what I mean? How will I make you understand? There's what we call stock exchange. I don't know how to explain it. When they buy stocks, they buy stocks in China, they buy stocks in many places. And so when you buy a stock now, that stock means if you buy a stock, I can borrow money equal to the stock I have. You understand? It's legal. But Nigeria now we borrow from the future. We borrow from the dividend of what our stock will provide, as in the profits that you provide in how many years. Give it to us now. We want to solve the problem now.
And when we get
That is the system of our how we learn.
embezzle it.
Why do we borrow like that? When a president will come now and borrow for you to pay when he's not even there. Do you know that Buhari borrowed debt that Tinubu is still paying to today? We borrow from the future.
And Tinubu is still borrowing now.
He removed
Tinubu is also borrowing.
he removed the first subsidy. I don't think people understand how messed up and how they've destroyed us.
When this country spoiled the last words, the day Tinubu stepped in not less than 24 hours, he removed subsidy. That was when this country was worst. Since then, Nigeria has not
less than 24 hours.
I swear.
We have crude oil. My question is this, right? Dubai has crude oil, or it had before it dried up, and so many countries. But look at all these countries that have crude oil. Their countries are developed. My own is, how come we are an oil producing nation and we are still going ahead to take loans? You said something about we don't want them to come because they'll come for our natural resources. The natural resources is already hard. Where is it going into?
Where is it going?
When you
Who is vetting these guys? Who is holding them accountable? Because I don't think you understand that if you make 800,000, government is telling you give me. Government that did not give you the money.
25% to 200.
That is around 250k.
That's why I don't understand. This thing doesn't even make sense. And Nigerians are too relaxed. The same way we are too relaxed about this whole.
I'm not relaxed. I'm not relaxed. I'm not relaxed. It's just I don't know what to do. I'm not relaxed. I'm hoping I will not pay it because I don't think it's wise.
Why would you tax me? You didn't give me any work. You didn't give me any good health care, nothing.
We don't have growth.
You
We don't have security.
Then I will
We don't have health care. We don't have educational system. And you're not trying to tax. What are you taxing us into? Where are you taking the money to? Why is nobody holding these guys
How is the tax going
accountable?
to be done? Because
it's like robbery.
other tax.
It's not free now.
Let me address it. Other countries tax from your workplace. You understand? If you are working in a company, when they pay you, your tax is automatically withdrawn. In countries like America, so now in Nigeria, it's certain, it's guaranteed that I am not working anywhere. So why are you stealing my money? You understand? I'm not working there. What are you taxing me for?
Any money that comes into your account.
And I'm not supposed to go into my account to take money. It's not. They are stealing. It's not proper. Reason if they can access your account, then there's no privacy again. They have killed every sense of privacy.
And the worst part about this is that Nigerians are just trying to adapt to it. Nigerians have this sheer sense of No wahala, no
We are used to
wahala.
that.
No.
We're being pushed into the war. In fact, I don't know.
What
We
you
are
say is
into the
correct. Nigeria
war.
have a sense of
We are
adaptation.
into the war at this point.
We adapt to
We are already in
wars.
suffering
We are already used to getting worse. We are used to the system. When any new president, we believe that it gets worse. Well, we don't
Government
want, they are kids that believe us.
spending is still the high. They're buying private jets, vehicles, and everything, right? We don't have good roads. We're under attack. We don't have good healthcare center. Like, there is nothing about being a Nigerian that's okay. Yes, this is why you should pay tax. We
Nothing.
enjoy roads.
Someone get like
It's not the light that
someone
you
if I get money from
You know
someone
now,
like to like maybe someone is an
abroad and send you money.
send me money,
You
buy
like,
house
that's
for me
you.
or buy this land for me or do this. Then Nigeria will take the money like for what?
Thank you. They should address the.
You
They
know,
should address it.
why-
They should
why
address
you
it.
think
If they have given me work,
Mhm.
okay, I'm working here now. Maybe I'm working in this company. Okay, I'm being paid 500,000. Okay, I would have to pay 10% or 5% of this money. I know, yes, they gave me work.
Yes.
You understand? But now I don't have work. I'm suffering. I'm finding a way to like survive.
Yeah.
Then the little one I get,
give
just
it
because
to you.
of his 800,000,
And please, let all of us remember. Oh,
you steal it.
let all of us remember.
from me.
This is before we are all human beings before government. You understand? We are humans before government. I don't know if you understand what I mean. You understand? They don't have the right to enslave us. We owe only our allegiance to God. You understand? This system of this government of a thing is stupid. There should be an uprising. I cannot be living my life and be slaving for you. I have only one life to live. It's stupid.
There can be no uprising when we are divided.
Yes.
We are too divided. Religion, tribe, down to whiskey versus the video.
If they start taxing
We
they
are
slaving us,
divided.
and I will not pay it. They are slaving us because I'm not paid.
I think they will take it from
It's
your account.
it's slavery.
It's like a form of stealing.
Slavery.
And we cannot do
It's
anything.
slavery.
If you start protest now, you see the government now, they will push out their
Not say we cannot do anything. No. Please let us not say
What can you
because
do?
people listen to this thing we are saying. We can always
We
do
can do
something.
something. We can always do something. No,
What do you mean?
I have a question.
If all of us agree to this, don't be confused. You are not slaves because you are working, and somebody is collecting a percentage of your money for what?
The
For
same
what?
government are human
What
beings.
percentage of your money for what? There's no reason. What are you doing for me? You are collecting my money for? It's stupid.
The government
I will not
are not
pay.
human beings.
If before government, remember you are a human being. It's God that created you. Which government? The government is human being like you that created it and want to slave you. Tinubu is the same thing with you. Tinubu will die one day. So for Tinubu to be living for me to suffer is his lie. Tinubu will make his heaven on earth and make my own hair on earth. I will not do it. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from.
I understand.
I will not do it.
So how do we push back against this? I think first thing is to create.
One first is unionism. As you said, there cannot be progress when there is division. That is where this thing was saying comes in. I believe let it go far. Let people hear it. Let people have one mind. Because
Yes.
what do you mean? This is stupid. That I will be working, I will be giving you money. Then you're not. This money I'm giving you, what is it for? You don't have any reason.
The youth don't even have a job because their unemployment rate is high.
Rate is very high in this country.
We don't even expect jobs anymore. People finish school and look for what to do. Nobody looks for a job again.
The thing is that
They will
they
suffer.
are being taught to learn a skill.
And get the
It
money.
takes skill. So why did I go to school in the first place?
Then at the end of the day, you suffer. They will not give you any job. They will not give you.
And they still want to
loans.
take 25%.
You still pay high.
None of us here, none of us here. I've never enjoyed anything from government.
Go to Futo now. Futo is paying like the school fees is very, very
100
expensive.
200
Many schools now, they are
200.
paying
200 and
why it is a federal school.
Federal
At the end
school.
of the day, they will tax you, do everything for you. They will not give you job. Then at the end of the day, you suffer. Crack your brain, do everything, then get money. Then somebody will directly from your account take the money.
See,
That's-
if I am very okay to go to USA and pay 30% tax instead of paying 10% in Nigeria.
Nigeria.
I'm very okay.
I support.
I'm free. I will tell them take 31.
I swear.
You understand?
Actually,
I'm happy to be. Yes.
That place is a place that was.
It's a working place.
When you're in trouble, you call the cops. The cops will not ask you to send 5K of wealth.
Yes.
The cops will come at your district. When you're sick,
Because no help to send 5K for
you can
If you get problem
the cops are
now,
not standing on the road. You say, boy.
If you get problem now, you say you won't go lay complaint.
Healthcare. There's
You go
healthcare
for
system
Nigeria.
there. Before you die, as in before they will treat you before you pay. But Nigeria, they will give you your before they can pay. Is it done? What if the person died? There's no value for life in Nigeria.
There's no value for life. I don't talk about the healthcare system.
There's no value for life.
It's not today we're talking about that. We're going to talk about that. But there's something we're going to say right for you.
If you get problem now, you won't go lay complaint for police now. You go first pay wetin they call am? Wetin they call am?
Even in hospital.
You go first pay this thing. Before you write statement now, police go tell you say make you first pay. Before you write
statement.
Write statement. This our country.
Our country. That like as in the disease is in every sector of the country. And you cannot blame them because they have to earn to pay the other sectors. The policeman cannot take his side to the hospital unless he's performing all these ungodly actions on us. You understand? If he's just collecting what government pay him, how will he survive? How much do you think government pays police for police pen? You understand? And government at the end of the day, you hear that government have not paid them for how many months? Government is the problem. Government is the main problem.
Why is it that right? When we come out to protest, they still use the same police people. And the police people still shoot at us. It doesn't even make sense. Because they are still being old salary. There's something I saw 2 weeks ago. When they were protesting, those guys who retired, they don't pay them for over 10 years. They were crying. Old men.
A policeman is not paying for them more than 10 years. And he's still working. And you know, how is he still working?
The thing is this, right?
How is he still working?
The thing is that, right, the youths, right, are the beacon of hope. They are the ones that will start up.
The youth is me and you.
The youth are the ones that will start up. They are failed Nigerians, right? Listen, if you don't fight back, your future and the future of your kids are not defined.
Thank you.
They're going to bring the daughter to this world.
And
would you want her to be in a country? Would you want her to be in a country where she can't go to school? Because some people on road are saying Allah Akbar or Allah, or you are someone say or worst.
Now,
will you want to have a son and he goes out, he makes money, wants to buy a clean ride?
No.
Not for fancy or for luxury, but to be able to go from one place to another. And you cannot even, you'll be scared that he might be shot on the road because he's driving a nice car.
No, I won't.
Because the future of your kids are being determined, and we are the future of tomorrow. And at the end of the day, I don't feel very, very safe welcoming a child into this world because of how bad the country is. The rottenness is bad. And nobody is saying anything. People are dying in silence. People are quiet. And everybody is keeping quiet, trying to adjust. And it has gotten this bad.
Now look, I believe that
self-individualism is what is killing Nigerians. If it didn't happen to me, it's not my business. That's what's happened to Nigerians. This bandit thing that's saying happened in the north. Zamfara. We've all heard about this since 2014. Nobody gave a fuck. It's Zamfara. Hey, it's Maiduguri. Now it's in the east. Now it's in the south. And everybody is crying. But they've been killing Muslims in Zamfara since for a long time. You did not give a fuck. Now they've entered Ondo, Osun State. Now they are in east and then, okay, we are in trouble.
See, we'll follow.
Some people don't even believe that bandits are killing people.
See.
Go on. This is how dumb it is.
Look.
Go on TikTok. People are using the bandits for trend.
They are making
People are cracking jokes. People's sisters. I'm on Twitter. I see the live video of people being massacred. A friend of mine, he's probably dead by now, right? And he said a friend of mine, someone I know, he's been missing for a month. I don't know where he is.
That photo boy that we posted that went from IC and Bayesa.
He's gone. Not even that one. Someone I know personally has not been reached for a month. They've not called for ransom, just nothing. And people who don't understand is that these things are real. They are killing people. And you come online as a foolish person you are. Playing but listen as a trend. People are dying. Right? Do you know how bad it is? We are so stupid to the extent. See, they're just so dumb to the extent that they've gotten used, they're adjusting, they always turn everything to cruise. Everything is a cruise.
But I don't blame them. How do you cope with hardship? That is the only way. That's the way human being is built.
So the way to cope with hardship is to adjust. Bro, that's to pretend.
I'm not saying. I'm not advising that you should cope with it. I'm not advising that you should
that. Listen. 9/11 happened over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
The
2001.
3,000 souls were lost, 3,000 plus. And to the US every year,
They celebrate
They
it.
do remember.
Memorials.
Bandits have killed more than 3,000 Nigerians, and we are making crews about it every day online.
See, I want to address
How
this.
do you have hope for this
I want
country
to
when you
address
see things
this.
like this?
US, you cannot compare US and us. US has a system that works. You understand? US has a system that works. US has a military that works. They have a police force that works. You understand? You cannot blame a Nigerian, an average Nigerian.
US is what it is today because they fought for their freedom. Read about the Civil War.
Yeah.
US have had 2 civil wars.
We fought war.
US was as corrupt as we were. They fought for it. Go and read about the history of
I
US.
understand, yeah.
The problem is Nigerians don't want to fight for their freedom because they go to church on Sunday and a man of God climbs the distance and tell them you are blessed. Nigeria is going to be okay. Feeding them false hope. Nobody believes that Nigeria has a fundamentally broken problem. The Nigeria is fundamentally broken. Nobody believes that we have a problem. And it's really sad because I have a hope. I still have hope for Nigeria.
Me too.
But it's so difficult in this day and age. Coming online, seeing what you're seeing online. 300 girls lost. I don't know the news I saw. 300 girls, and the states. I don't know what state that is, but a lawmaker came out and he said, I thought it's okay, I want to send these girls to school. He said he's going to pay for their bride price to marry all 300 girls. You saw that news?
I heard it, bro. I heard it. Guy, I heard it. I don't know whether I should lie.
300 girls who don't have parents, orphans. I thought he was coming and say, okay, I'm going to send them to school. I'm going to pay for their school fee. He said he's going to marry them.
Underage girls. Highlight the underage. Underage girls.
So that brings up the end of today. I think I'm really pissed. And I just have a message for whoever is watching this. We're not scared of you. We're going to speak the truth regardless. Because at the end of the day, truth is the only thing that can set us free. My name is Max Celebrity. My identity is online. I don't wear a mask to cover my identity. It's for trend, it's for swag, it's for flexing. But I'm going to be the next beacon of hope and voice. I believe what Fela Kuti did. He left the message for us. He used his music, and we're going to use our voice. And what has begun will lead this to an end. And everyone who is watching this message, I want to encourage you all to have hope, because we, the futures of today,
The leader of tomorrow.
today, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is not guaranteed if you don't fight today. We,
The future is today.
The
The future is today.
We,
There's nothing like tomorrow again.
we, the leaders of today, are going to push back. Right? We're going to push back.